What is going on, everyone? Welcome back into Road Graders. I'm your guy, Cole Jackson, and it's Thursday. That means we're transitioning into week 2. We're leaving week 1 in the past. We're moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals, starting in the trenches on the defensive side of the ball and talking about their real big threat on the D-line, and that is Trey Hendrickson. If you guys are looking forward to this game, if you guys are appreciating these videos, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this breakdown. Give me some feedback. I love hearing from you guys. I love discussing the content. Let's keep it up, and let's get right into some Trey Hendrickson. He's coming off a game where he put together against Jedrick Wills mostly. He's mostly lining up over the left tackle. So what I'll do as I go through these is I'll talk a little bit about the matchup with Patrick McCary, who will be likely backfilling for Ronnie Stanley. They could be Falele, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be the Swiss Army knife Patrick McCary. And I'll kind of talk through the pros and the cons of that matchup. So let's start with the first play against Wills. He's going to be on the left side of your screen here, number 91 with the white sleeves. Run it through, and this is really what I want to start with. This is Hendrickson's bread and butter. He is your old school power rusher. He's all about, well, sorry, I should say he used to be a power rusher, and that was his fastball. He's really added a speed element. We'll get to that a little bit later. But this is what he does so well. So you're going to see right here, lands up square, ends up with his head inside, and you can see he's going to use a nice little long arm technique to create some leverage as he pushes through, and you can already see the drive back. And as he pushes with his legs, he's also going to take his inside arm and shift this way. And so by doing that, he's creating the floodgates. And so Wills, the question is, what did Wills do wrong? I would argue he got square too quick. You don't want to be overly lateral like this because it gives you no leverage to stop that inside move, to throw that inside hand as a stop sign. And right here, as he gets lateral and he starts to, that's what Hendrickson does. He engages you, he creates leverage, and then he drives you. And by doing that, by being lateral, he has no power there in his inside hand as Hendrickson comes across. And, you know, he gets the QB hit there, ball gets out, but the pressure was coming. And so I'll show another one, and then I'll talk a little bit about McCary. So he's on the left side of your screen again. Get it going here. Takes the chip, and kind of the same thing. This should have been a hold. I know it's the old saying, if it's not called, it's not holding. But what's interesting here is you're going to see Njoku. He's going to chip. So Deshaun Watson's already dropped back. The chip stops Hendrickson. And again, he's doing the same thing. You see that helmet on the inside, and he's pushing in with his inside arm to create that lane. Except what he does here, rather than just run through, is he brings that outside arm and rips under right there. And you can see right there, that looks like a chokehold to me. Hendrickson's going to complain to the ref, say, did you see that? He didn't. But you're seeing what I mean. So what does that mean for Patrick McCary? And I want to kind of pause just to talk about this a little bit. I'll run it back through these last two plays so you guys can watch while I talk. So I think it's going to be an interesting matchup because the way Hendrickson wins, and you're seeing it right there, is the way that McCary wins. And that's all about quickness and hand placement, creating leverage. What I worry about is right here, sorry, it's on the first play, where Hendrickson has a lot more power, and that's kind of McCary's deficiency. So when you see in this play right here, where he kind of drives him, I have no issues with McCary getting out there in space, getting to him, getting his hands on, getting that inside leverage. It's all about, will Hendrickson drive him like he did Wills here, and how can McCary hang on? What works in McCary's best interest is to battle and just continue to do what he does best, get out there, hand placement. The way he creates leverage is exactly how Hendrickson wins. So this is all going to be about who's got the better handcraft, and I'm really looking forward. Let's get into some more plays here. On left side of your screen again against Wills, and you see what he's doing here. Like, this isn't overly complicated stuff. This is a sack. He's going to keep using that inside arm. You see he doesn't land it there. Nice recovery. He's pushing, and Wills just, again, is getting too deep. He's lateral while he's aligned with Watson, and by doing that, by extending himself this way, he has no power in his inside hand. And he can't drop his foot. So when Watson tries to scramble, Hendrickson grabs him. Look at a couple more here. What I wanted to show here is when I say he's not just a speed rusher, you're seeing it right there. This is the curveball he added to his game. So you're just going to see him double hand swipe. See, double hand swipe. He's going to use both these hands to land a blow on that outside shoulder right there. get the hands down, and then he's bending. Ball comes out, no big deal. But that's what he can do as an outside rusher. We're going to see the same thing here again as a speed rusher. See that? That's his go-to. And he hit the ball there. So we're going to see it again. Watch both hands. Double hand swipe. And you can kind of see what Wills does here. He kind of tries to quick set him, right? So as he gets out there, he needs to get his hands on him. But he throws them, gets the ball around, tips the ball. I don't know if you can quite see it right there. Tips the ball. Out it goes. Incompletion. And it looks like he was open. So that's really what we're looking at with Hendrickson. That's what I think about the matchup with McCary. Obviously, I'll take Ronnie Stanley out there, but it's all going to be about, I think McCary's going to handle the hand placement, the leverage battle pretty well. What I'm worried about is when Hendrickson starts converting his power or his speed to power, and the way he can kind of bull rush him, end up in Lamar Jackson's lap. So that's what I see from Trey Hendrickson in week 1. Really looking forward to this matchup. We'll obviously be recapping it next week. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys nervous? Are you terrified? I don't blame you if you are. Hendrickson's one of the best out there. Not all pro, sorry. Pro Bowl last 2 years. Let me know what you guys think. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out, everyone.